In 2003, a sitcom landed on the small screen that didn't just make people laugh. It created a cultural earthquake, redefining the adult comedy genre on television and becoming a global phenomenon. That show was called 2.5 Men, with its story revolving around the absurdly chaotic lives of the Harper brothers. Charlie, a wealthy jingle composer and a true playboy living in a Malibu beach house, and Alan, a destitute, perpetually worried chiropractor who had just been kicked out by his wife, along with Alan's clueless son, Jake. The work didn't just dominate the ratings charts, it became an unforgettable part of an entire generation's memory. It was a comedy about delayed adolescence, about imperfect but in its own way incredibly durable family bonds. But behind the relentless, uproarious laughter, the now classic sarcastic one-liners and those unforgettable characters were actors with their own very separate fates. People who faced tragedies and triumphs more dramatic than anything on screen. More than 2 decades have passed and time has etched deep and different marks on their lives. Some continued to shine brightly at the top. Some chose a quieter path, leaving the fleeting glamour behind. Some were embroiled in their own personal tragedy, a downfall witnessed by the entire world. And there were also those who had to end their journey forever. Join us in this special episode of our podcast as we look back at the tumultuous journey of the cast that brought the soul to 2.5 Men. Charlie Sheen as Charlie Harper. In 2.5 Men, the character of Charlie Harper wasn't just a role. He was an event, the heart, soul, and irreplaceable laugh machine of the entire series. With a lifestyle of ultimate indulgence, a wardrobe full of signature bowling shirts, and a preternatural talent for wooing women, Charlie left an indelible impression of a golden bachelor, a Peter Pan who never wanted to grow up. Charlie Sheen's performance at the time at age 38 was frighteningly brilliant, perhaps because it seemed he wasn't acting at all. He brought his real self to the screen, charming, witty, reckless, and somewhat self-destructive. The role didn't just revive a stalling career. It made him the highest-paid actor on television at the time, an uncrowned king of the sitcom world. Before 2.5 Men, Charlie Sheen was already an A-list movie star, part of the Estevez-Sheen acting dynasty with classic roles in Platoon and Wall Street. But his personal life was always a string of tabloid scandals. This series was a spectacular comeback until it too collapsed because of him. Everything came to a head in 2011 when, after a series of non-stop debauched escapades and shocking public statements, including phrases that became memes like winning and tiger blood during bizarre interviews, he was fired from the very show named after his character in one of the most tumultuous incidents in Hollywood history. His career went into a nosedive. A few years later, in a tragic moment, he publicly disclosed that he was HIV positive. Today, at the age of 60, Charlie Sheen is living a quieter and more sober life. He is clean, focused on his health, and is slowly finding his way back to work with a more humble and repentant attitude. His journey is a cautionary tale about the heights of fame and the abyss of self-destruction. A costly lesson about facing one's inner demons, and it remains one of the most dramatic chapters in Hollywood history. Jon Cryer as Alan Harper. Performance at the time at age 38 was a genuine and brilliant portrayal of a character who was both pathetic and detestable. He made Alan the perfect foil for Charlie's glamour, the anchor that kept the story grounded in the comedy of failure and the character's pathetic efforts. The most thought-provoking thing is the connection between the role and his life. It seems the role of Alan Harper was a complete opposite of his fate. While on screen, Alan was a total failure, a perpetual freeloader who lurched from one piece of bad luck to the next. In real life, Jon Cryer is a resounding success, an absolute professional and a true Hollywood survivor. He was the ultimate winner. The steady rock, while his character was just a pebble tossed by life's waves. Today, at the age of 60, Jon Cryer continues to have a successful and diverse acting career. He is a respected actor, director, and author who wrote a humorous and insightful memoir about his life. His journey is a testament to relentless effort, the ability to overcome adversity, and the highest level of professionalism. and he continues to inspire the next generation. Angus T. Jones as Jake Harper, in 2.5 Men. The character of Jake Harper was the other half the boy who literally grew up before the eyes of millions, initially an innocent, adorable kid with naive one-liners. Jake gradually became a lazy, gluttonous teenager, somewhat dim-witted and interested in only two things: food and video games. The performance of young Angus T. Jones, then only 10 years old, was a natural and humorous portrayal of a boy who was the product of a broken home but was raised in an environment full of love in its own strange way. The role of Jake made Angus T. Jones one of the highest-paid child stars in television history, with a salary of up to $300,000 per episode. But his path took a completely unexpected turn. In 2012, after finding a deep religious faith, he posted a shocking video in which he publicly condemned the show that made his name, calling it filth and urging people to stop watching. It was a shocking declaration, and soon after he left the series, he gave up fame, fortune, and a promising career to pursue his education and his faith at the University of Colorado Boulder. He chose a normal life, completely shunning the spotlight. The most thought-provoking thing is the connection between the role and his life. It seems the journey of the character Jake was a complete opposite of the actor's decision. While on screen, Jake became increasingly libertine, lazy, and lived a directionless life in real life. Angus T. Jones sought a life of discipline, purpose, and strict moral values. The hedonistic life on screen had become something he could not accept in his own real life. Today, at the age of 32, Angus T. Jones continues to live a quiet and extremely private life. He has graduated from college and is reportedly involved in the business world with P. Diddy's son. His journey is a rare story of a child star who bravely gave it all up to find his true self. Proof that there is a more meaningful life waiting after the glamour of Hollywood. Conchata Ferrell as Berta, in 2.5 Men. The character of Berta wasn't just a housekeeper. She was an unstoppable force of nature, an icon. With a world-weary attitude, razor-sharp, sarcastic wit, and being the only person who could truly keep the Harper brothers in check, Berta captured the hearts of the audience. Conchata Ferrell's performance at the time at age 60 was a brilliant and explosive portrayal that turned a supporting role intended for just 2 episodes into one of the most beloved characters, earning her 2 prestigious Emmy nominations before becoming Berta Conchata. Ferrell was already a veteran and respected character actress with decades of experience on the off-Broadway stage, and on screen, she was a long-recognized talent among her peers, but it was the role of Berta that brought her global fame late in her career. She was a tireless worker, a presence that could light up any scene, often stealing the show with just a glance or a gruff one-liner. Her personal life was relatively quiet. She had a long marriage and was beloved by her colleagues for her warmth and humor. The most thought-provoking thing is the connection between the role and her life. It seems the role of Berta was a true reflection of the woman herself. While on screen, the character was a straight shooter, no nonsense, with a heart of gold hidden under a gruff exterior in real-life friends and colleagues. Also described Conchata Ferrell as such a person. She brought her true self, her worldly wisdom and no-nonsense attitude to the role, and that is why Berta felt so real and became so beloved. However, that journey, full of laughter and warmth, had to come to an end. After a period of declining health on October 12, 2020, Conchata Ferrell passed away at the age of 77 from complications following a cardiac arrest. Her passing left an unfillable void in the hearts of fans and her co-stars. Legacy she left behind is not just the immortal role of the housekeeper, but the life story of a true talent who finally received the widespread recognition she so richly deserved. Holland Taylor as Evelyn Harper. In 2.5 Men, the character of Evelyn Harper was a memorable villain, but in her own unique way, she was the cold, narcissistic mother who was completely self-absorbed and the source of all of Charlie and Alan's psychological issues. Holland Taylor's performance at the time, at age 60, was a brilliant and sophisticated portrayal of a monster mother who was both detestable and ironically hilarious. She brought a class and authority to the character, making the audience both shudder and laugh at her selfishness. Before this series, Holland Taylor was already a legend of the stage and screen. She was an Emmy-winning actress for her role in The Practice, and a respected Broadway star who had dedicated her life to the art. After Two and a Half Men, her brilliant career continued. She wrote and starred in the one-woman play Anne, a portrayal of the life of former Texas Governor Ann Richards, which earned her a prestigious Tony Award nomination. In her personal life, she found happiness late in life and publicly announced her relationship with actress Sarah Paulson, becoming an icon of ageless love and living life to the fullest at every stage. The most thought-provoking thing is the connection between the role and her life. It seems the role of Evelyn Harper was a complete opposite of her true self. While on screen, the character was cold and selfish, interested only in money and status in real life. Holland Taylor is a warm, intelligent, profound, and beloved woman. This role is just another testament to her phenomenal acting talent, her ability to transform into someone completely different from herself. Today, at the age of 82, Holland Taylor continues her acting career with passion and enthusiasm. Her journey is a testament to relentless effort, a life dedicated to art, and the ability to find new love and joy on the other side of life's slope, inspiring countless people. Courtney Thorne-Smith as Lindsay McElroy. In Two and a Half Men, the character Lindsay McElroy is the female version of Alan Harper himself, also divorced, also with a troubled son, and also struggling with life. She is Alan's on-again, off-again lover, his partner in misery. Courtney Thorne-Smith's performance at the time, at age 43, brought a weary yet very humorous reality to the role, creating a relationship that audiences both pitied and couldn't help but laugh at. Before joining this series, Courtney Thorne-Smith was already one of the biggest television stars of the 90s. She was Allison Parker on Melrose Place and Georgia Thomas on Ally McBeal roles that made her an icon. After that peak of fame, she chose a quieter path. Her role in Two and a Half Men was a supporting one, allowing her to balance work and life. She also tried her hand as a writer, publishing a novel in 2007. She married, became a mother, and consciously took a step back from the glaring spotlight. The most thought-provoking thing is the connection between the role and her life. It seems the role of Lindsay was a complete opposite of her life choices. While on screen, the character had a chaotic and unstable love life in real life, Courtney Thorne-Smith sought and found stability. She left behind her A-list star status for a peaceful family life, a choice not everyone would dare to make. Today, at the age of 58, Courtney Thorne-Smith is living a rather private life focused on her family. Her journey is a testament to having a fulfilling life after the peak of fame. A story about finding true balance and happiness. Ashton Kutcher as Walden Schmidt in Two and a Half Men. The character of Walden Schmidt was the one who stepped in to take on the nearly impossible task, filling the enormous void left by Charlie Harper. He was a heartbroken, naive, and kind-hearted tech billionaire who was clueless about women. Ashton Kutcher's performance brought a new energy to the series, a necessary change for the show to continue after its massive shock. Before this, Ashton Kutcher was already famous from That 70s Show and a romantic comedy film career after Two and a Half Men. His path took a surprising and impressive turn. He scaled back on acting to focus on another passion: tech investing. He has become an incredibly successful angel investor, getting in early on companies that have become giants like Uber, Airbnb, Skype, and Spotify. He is also an active social activist, co-founding the organization Thorn to combat the sexual exploitation of children online. His personal life also stabilized with his marriage to his former co-star Mila Kunis. The most thought-provoking thing is the connection between the role and his life. It seems the role of a tech billionaire, Walden, strangely mirrored his life. While on screen, Walden was someone who created wealth in the virtual world in real life. Ashton Kutcher has truly become a force in the tech world, using his business acumen and vision to build a fortune even greater than what he earned from his acting career. Today, at the age of 47, Ashton Kutcher is an investor, a philanthropist, and a family man who only occasionally returns to acting. His journey is a unique story of using fame as a springboard to achieve phenomenal success in a completely different field, proving that intelligence can exist in many different forms. Ryan Stiles as Dr. Herb Melnick. In 2.5 Men, the character Dr. Herb Melnick is Judith's pitiable second husband, a kind-hearted, somewhat oafish man who is always the victim of every joke. Ryan Stiles' performance with his unique height and physique turned Herb into a pathetically hilarious character, someone you couldn't help but laugh at whenever he appeared. But in real life, Ryan Stiles is a comedy legend. He is a master of the art of improvisation, globally famous for the classic television show Whose Line Is It Anyway? He has dedicated his entire life to perfecting his comedic skills, from the Second City improv stage to becoming an indispensable pillar of The Drew Carey Show. After 2.5 Men, he did not pursue Hollywood fame, but returned to his passion. He continues to participate in the new version of Whose Line and dedicates time to running his own improv theater, nurturing young talent. The most thought-provoking thing is the connection between the role and his life. It seems the role of Herb Melnick was a complete opposite of the real man while on screen. Herb is somewhat of a loser, always controlled by others in real life. Ryan Stiles is a master, a man completely in command of his art. His character may be the punchline, but he is the one creating the laughter. Today, at the age of 66, Ryan Stiles continues to bring laughter to audiences on Whose Line Is It Anyway? And contributes to the comedy community. His journey is a testament to a natural talent and a pure love for the art, uninfluenced by the glitz of fame. Melanie Lynskey as Rose. In 2.5 Men, the character of Rose was a memorable antagonist in her own unique way. She was the sweet, adorable neighbor who, after a one-night stand with Charlie, became his dangerous and obsessive stalker. Melanie Lynskey's performance brilliantly captured the delicate balance between cute and crazy, between humor and terror, creating one of the series' most unique and unpredictable characters. Even during her time on 2.5 Men, Melanie Lynskey was quietly building a respectable career as a queen of independent film. She appeared in countless critically acclaimed movies, showcasing a subtle and profound acting ability. After the series, her career exploded. She transformed from a familiar supporting actress into a sought-after leading lady, culminating in her role as Shauna in the hit series Yellow Jackets, a role that won her a Critics' Choice Award and a wave of praise. She also made a strong impression with roles in The Last of Us and Candy. The most thought-provoking thing is the connection between the role and her life. It seems the role of Rose was an early glimpse of her unique talent, the ability to blend sweetness and vulnerability with something dark and complex hidden underneath. While the world knew her through a comedic, supporting role on a famous sitcom, the industry insiders had long recognized her as a phenomenal dramatic talent, just waiting for the right role. Today, at the age of 48, Melanie Lynskey is at the peak of her career. She is one of the most respected and busiest actresses working today. Her journey is a testament to the fact that true talent will eventually be recognized. It's a marathon, not a sprint, and persistence will be rewarded. Maren Hinkle as Judith Harper in 2.5 Men. The character of Judith Harper was Alan's perpetually scowling and resentful ex-wife. She was the source of much of his misery, his endless alimony payments, and the person Alan always feared. Maren Hinkle's performance was a humorous and somewhat exaggerated portrayal of a terrifying ex-wife who always looked at Alan with contempt. After 2.5 Men, Maren Hinkle had a major career breakthrough, proving that she was more than just a supporting character in a sitcom. She landed the role of Rose Weissman, the eccentric, wealthy, and anxious mother in the critically acclaimed series The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. This role earned her 2 prestigious Emmy nominations and allowed her to showcase a much broader range of comedic and dramatic acting. She proved herself to be a talented character actress, capable of shining in complex roles. The most thought-provoking thing is the connection between the role and her life. It seems her fate was a complete opposite of her character. Judith's. While Judith seemed stuck in her anger and suburban life in real life, Maren Hinkle's career blossomed brilliantly. She escaped The shadow of a one-dimensional role to become an actress, recognized for her talent and versatility, a testament to her perseverance. Today, at the age of 59, Maren Hinkle is a highly acclaimed actress who is still continuing her acting career in prestigious film and television projects. Her journey is proof that talent will always find a way to shine and that sometimes the biggest role is still ahead.